Into the Thunderdome strolls a tall, handsome man with a dusty black coat in a red right cell. I'm Joe Redden with my review of WWE Smackdown as well as my WWE Hell in a Cell 2021 predictions. Two videos humans had to be together into one because outside of a couple matches, I'm met on the rest of the card and there is only one match that I think is going to be a fucking dumpster fire. So I think this pay-per-view might overall be decent, but we will see. Let me know your thoughts on Smackdown as well as your predictions for Hell in a Cell 2021 in the comments, please. The last pay-per-view inside the award-winning WWE Thunderdome. Whatever awards it's won, who the fuck knows? Because they're going to be going back out on the road. They reduced it to 1 million times per hour. They remind you they're going back out on the road. And Money in the Bank is the next pay-per-view. That's taking place, I believe, in Fort Worth, Texas. So it's going to be interesting to see how that show is received. But before we get to that, we got to talk about this and then about Hell in a Cell in a couple days. And one match we won't be talking about at Hell in a Cell is Roman Reigns versus Rey Mysterio. Why is that? Well, they either felt that show, didn't need Roman Reigns versus Rey Mysterio, or maybe Roman's like, hey, I want to be in the main event. If you're not going to put me in the main event of the pay-per-view, please do it here. We have a storyline that we've hot-shotted, but we want to do something good. Maybe Rey was like, hey, I want to get revenge here. Or maybe Vince had a panic move because Fox has invested $3 billion over 5 years, and they want a bit of a return. They were like, give us something big, which has pissed off the USA Network, reportedly. But whatever the reason is, we got a Hell in a Cell match on SmackDown for the first time ever. And you know what? There were some good parts to this show. Now, I'm not going to say this show is perfect, but for a 3-match show, I think they did the best they could. This was a decent go-home show overall. It was certainly better than the Raw, Hell in a Cell go-home show. Recaps of the Rey Roman stuff, and they've got the red right cell right above the ring. And then Rey is calling out Roman. He calls him all kinds of things. You heard me. Look how they massacred my boy. On the day of my daughter's wedding. I don't know why I'm making, don't know why I'm making, Godfather lines sound like that. But he says, Dominic may not, he may not walk for a while. He may not show up. Look how they massacred my boy. Anyway, he keeps calling him out. And Roman shows up and says, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to do this. It's like, I respect you as a father, And then Rey insists, and Rey says, well, I tried to be diplomatic, and now we're going to do things my way. What I did to your son was PG. It's going to be nothing compared to what I do to you tonight. So we get promos from Apollo, just Apollo, while Commander Aziz Light with the Nigerian nail is there. And then Big E and Owens, they tease possible tension. Oh no. Big E's just joking with them and everything. They do their entrance. And then Sami Zayn comes out for commentary. So we have that match. It's Owens and Big E versus Apollo and Aziz in the General's uniform. And yeah, that was a bit ridiculous. Now, they kept it simple for Aziz. They had him do big man stuff. Credit to him for working in that outfit because it couldn't have been very easy. This match goes a bit. It's certainly not all that bad. Eventually, Zayn does distract Owens while he's outside, and then he gets distracted just enough so he doesn't get hit with the most devastating maneuver in all professional wrestling. Surprise roll-up. He gets hit with the Nigerian nail, and then that's it. And then he gets hit a few times afterwards, so he can't breathe all of a sudden. And Zayn's back there calling it karmic justice, and he's just all, he's all laughing and everything and fawning over the television screen. Geez, Zayn, I mean, easy. Don't love your TV that much. But this was, that was pretty good storytelling. Zayn and Owens, I think, have done the best they can to try and reignite their feud, even though Battleground 2016 was supposed to be it. We knew that wasn't going to be it. Then we get Sonya and Pierce are just talking backstage, and Owens, is, having difficulty breathing, but he's like, I want Zayn at Hell in a Cell, basically, is what he says. So that's what they do. And then we have Boogs play Nakamura to the ring. So it's Boogsamura, which sounds really, really weird. It sounds like a weird noodle dish. And it sends Pat McAfee into overdrive or wherever. That actually is pretty funny. Pat just having a goddamn blast. I wonder how he's going to react once live crowds are back. Is he going to get back on, or is he going to get on the announcer's table and do that? He might, because he's just that goddamn energetic. And he's certainly carrying commentary since Michael Cole's really bad at his job. Nakamura versus Corbin, Battle of the Dollar Store Crown. You should see them in a crown. Cole asks, hey, what do you think people will wonder about who's going to be possessing the crown when they go back out on the road? Literally nobody is asking that, because even though Corbin has his fans and he's smooth and crisp in the ring and very safe, Corbin's not very interesting. And Nakamura has been beaten in the powder, so even this feud has done nothing for, it's done absolutely nothing for anybody involved. It's done nothing for anybody on the periphery. And anyway, Nakamura wins clean, and Boogs helps crown him on live TV. I never thought I'd see a Caucasian man strumming his electric guitar instrument, helping a Japanese man crown on camera. Again, always delete your search history. Easy for me to say. And then dedication. Well, you know what? You want to have dedication in June, just not like June 25th, 2007. If you get it, you get it. So Bianca then is laughing at Bayley, and she's going to put her in her place. A minority putting another minority in her place. God, it's like Fox is having a weird mandate here. Bayley shows up in jeans, and I'm sure Alfredo Reyes was fine. I'm sure you were fine, but you weren't. Don't lie, you weren't. Stop it. Get some help. He's cool. I always have a great time talking to him. And then they brawl, and we get some hair action, and we get the rose plant. Yep, Bayley using her flower to plant Bianca. Wait a minute. And then it's the Ding Dong Dome again, but without the laughing. It's just, Bayley standing tall, holding the championship. Oh, doing that. Anyway, then Reigns and Jimmy are talking, and no one knows where Jay is. Jay has apparently just vanished. Hopefully he's not driving. Anyway, Jimmy says, well, I don't agree with everything you do, but we're family, we're blood. I'll help you tonight. No, I don't need you to help me. You need to find your brother. I need your brother. Wait, we need your brother. Okay, we're doing that. Basically, people are like, oh, maybe Roman is playing Jimmy. I think Jimmy's playing Roman, I think is what we're going with. But you know what? Hey, either or. They're trying their best to string this along until SummerSlam. So Angelo Dawkins shows up because Montez Ford was taken out last week, and he wants to smoke from Otis. Smoked us, which sounds like a weird bass that's being smoked on a brisket for a while, or smoked in a smoker. You know what? It would have to be smoked in a smoker, because I don't know what else you could smoke something in other than a fucking smoker. Why would it not be called something else if it wasn't a smoker? Moving on. So Gable and Otis beat up Angelo Dawkins. Gee, 2 Caucasian men brutalizing 1 African-American man the day before Juneteenth. Gee, that's another Fox mandate right there. So anyway, yeah, this is fine. I don't really care about this feud. And Otis looks like Majin Buu, and I can't get over that. Seth interrupts an interview with Cesaro. I wonder if Kayla needed help getting off of that high chair for her interview. Anyway, Seth will put Cesaro in his place. A lot of putting people in their place here. I wonder if Fox is mandating that. Cesaro shoves him, and that match will be pretty good. I think it'll be pretty good. And then we get Ray's entrance, Roman entrance, big fight feel. It really is. That red cell's a goddamn eyesore. It's a fucking goddamn eyesore. Hell in a Cell match for the Universal Championship. And it instantly devolves into basically ridiculousness, because we get a chair and a fire extinguisher within the first minute, then a toolbox, and then a break. I didn't mind the commercials. I knew we were going to have I'm disappointed that maybe they didn't find a way to take more commercials and just have that commercial free, but I'm not going to let it take away from my enjoyment of the match. WWE could always put it up in full on their YouTube channel, or even in full on Peacock. They can put it on the full on the cock right there. You get a full right on the big cock. This is getting weird. Table in the corner, table in the spotlight, and then Roman hurls himself stupidly at the table. Good tactic there. So anyway, Roman basically gets a chair on his throat. It's Throatman Reigns. Boy, these plays on words are getting a little bit weird. And then Roman bashes Ray repeatedly into the wall, which must have been another Fox mandate, Fox News mandate, especially like Tucker Carlson's, Fox Aryan Nation News. So anyway, Roman is pummeling Rey Mysterio, says Michael Cole. Ha, lol. And then we get chair action from Ray. He basically he splashes Roman with a chair on him, and I just don't understand why he did that, because it's like, you're gonna hurt yourself, you goddamn idiot. Ray has defied time for a while. Ray's done. This is it. I don't see him wrestling maybe past next Mania. I just don't. Father Time is undefeated. And he looked way mortal here. Now, he did take a hell of a bump. He got tossed. He got thrown into the wall. That was a hell of a goddamn bump. Heyman selling that. And then we get a quick trap and a choke. And that was some pretty good stuff. And then he says Happy Father's Day to Ray after he beats him down. Jimmy's there, and we get another choke. We get some good stuff. So there you go. That's actually probably just as well. I'm surprised we're not going to get Dominic versus Reigns, with Reigns losing via surprise roll-up at Hell in a Cell. But thank fuck we're not going to get that, because everybody would probably be so goddamn pissed. Because, to be perfectly honest, they should have Roman hold it for at least a year. I think he should hold it until next Mania. I think you can do it, but it is what it is. SmackDown, not all that bad. Hell in a Cell predictions. Seth Rollins versus Cesaro. I'll have Cesaro winning, but you know what? Since he won at Mania, I wouldn't be surprised if Seth won, but I'll go with Cesaro. Why not? Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Zayn is going to target his throat because of the Nigerian nail, and then Sami Zayn's going to get the victory. Probably via roll-up, because every match ends via roll-up, except matches tonight. Alexa Bliss versus Shayna Baszler. Who the fuck, goddamn. Just send Shayna Baszler home until the Rumble with pay, and that can wash the stink of this goddamn bullshit up. If they keep with the goddamn supernatural crap, which they're gonna, they're probably gonna turn Shayna into Lily, and that's gonna kill her credibility. They've already pretty much beaten Shayna into powder anyway. This is, now if you guys like it, that's fine. This is stupid to me. So get ready, if they do a bunch of supernatural bullshit, get ready to see me turn about as red as some parts of that poster back there. And nothing against Alexa Bliss as a person, this is a stupid gimmick. It's a fucking really stupid gimmick. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair, Raw Women's Championship. I have a feeling we're going to have a screw job thing and Charlotte's going to win. I hope Rhea wins, but I fear Charlotte's going to win because we can't have nice things. Bianca Belair versus Bayley, Hell in a Cell match. Oh yeah, by the way, forgot to mention on SmackDown that Bianca suddenly mentioned she wanted a Hell in a Cell match. So yeah, it's just a Hell in a Cell match 2 days before. Maybe that's why they moved Reigns and Ray. Okay, Bianca versus Bayley in a Hell in a Cell match. I'm down. Let them do some stuff. Let them tell some good stories. Keep the weapon usage to a minimum and build up to it like they did with Sasha and Bayley last year, and they could do some good stuff here. I have Bianca retaining. And Lashley versus Drew, last chance, Hell in a Cell match for the WWE Championship. I have Lashley winning. Drew can't challenge for the championship if he loses, but he pinned Lashley on Raw. Had he not pinned Lashley on Raw, I would have had Drew winning, but logic dictates that Lashley will win. They could have Drew could go after the U.S. title. They could have Drew go in the draft to SmackDown, have him face Roman Reigns or something like that. They could do something good. They could basically build this up. I would switch Big E to Raw. Put New Day back on SmackDown. I would have Big E take the title from Lashley at Mania 38. That's what I'd do. Why not? Lashley winning, though, I think is the best call. So, those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retlin. I'll see you soon.